good afternoon, good evening, Bears Nation. And here we go. The NFL season is upon us. Week one officially kicks off tomorrow night with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. And of course, we're here to talk about Bears football on a war week against the Green Bay. They're not going to get any love, Packers. With me tonight, we got Bear fan Dan. Good evening, Dan.
Evening.
And Woody, Bear down.
Yo.
And of course, as always, we have Mike the Bear fan doing his producing thing, getting some things going right now behind the scenes as we kick off tonight. So yes, week one, it's here. We're ready. This Sunday, Fox Sports game of the week, Bears Packers. Jordan Love starting his new era in Green Bay. The Bears kicking off the next era or the next step in the rebuild, and it's going to be exciting. Dan, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm actually looking forward to seeing, hey, what Justin Fields can do. I'm excited to see Fields versus Love. Excited to see what our.
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup. I know, Woody, you're out on the East Coast, so you don't hear it as much, but, because you get all that East Coast Sporting Network news, because they could care less about us in the Midwest. But, looking at this game coming up here, we got Love, big expectations. We've got Fields, big expectations to take a step. Step up versus last year? What are you looking for this week?
I'm looking forward to see how our offensive line can stop that Green Bay defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the whole game. If we can't stop their defensive line, Justin Fields is going to be running for his life again. So, but like I said, he has a lot more weapons than he did last year. So there's no excuses. Somebody's got to get open and get open quick. But that's what I want to watch and see.
Yeah, I'm looking for the new era of DJ Moore, this revamped receiving core with Claypool, Moore, Mooney. There's a lot to look at this receiving core and this O line, like you said, Woody. If the O line's holding and he can throw the rock, this is going to be a team that's going to put up a ton of points week in and week out. And I'm looking to see them start taking the steps in that direction. I don't need to see it all happen this week, right? I mean, it's a long season. People need to remember that, but this needs to be the step in that right direction. And because as we all now know, look, 4 days to football, 4 days, and we get into it. And there's no more training camp. There's no more. Well, there could still be a roster move here or there. There usually are. A couple, people get hurt late, whatever. But this Thursday, War Week, we start off with a War Week with the Packers. We end the season with the Packers and another War Week. It's going to be interesting to see. And Dan, I mean, Woody talked about the Packer defense. What's your take on their defense versus what we're hoping the offense will be this year?
Well, our offense with their defense. I mean, you got what's his name, Jair Alexander.
Jair Alexander, yeah.
And that Kenny Clark on the D line. I believe that's his name, Kenny Clark on the D line. And that hopefully, we can open a hole. You get, Foreman or Herbert or whoever can get through.
Yeah,
and then whoever whoever's covering, Alexander is going to be covering, can actually, hopefully get the ball and get loose.
Yeah, we got to worry about blocking Rashard Gary too. He's a big part of their defense, and he can stop the run and he can sack the quarterback as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Packers, you're putting Alexander on DJ Moore all day.
Yep.
You're going to make it be Claypool or Mooney. And look, at Claypool and Mooney are both guys that can hurt you. Mike, what are you thinking on this matchup, offense versus defense, Bears-Packers?
Well, I'd like to say something a little bit on what Woody said with Rashawn Gary. Yeah, I agree, but you got to remember he's probably going to be limited snaps because he tore his ACL last year. So he's not going to be full going. And then another thing on that defense that's, I wouldn't say beat up, is Eric Stokes with an ankle injury. So, I mean, really that defense, isn't 100%. So I'm excited to see the offense. I'm not sure 100% what their offensive line is going to be. I haven't seen the starters. I want to see who's playing what position. I just hope Whitehair's going to stay at center.
Nope. It was already said that Lucas Patrick is starting at center and Cody Whitehair is going to right guard.
Yeah, so if we look at this, which was the offensive roster, right? I mean, this right column here, O line, there's gonna be some moving around there. So what was that they said? Where's Whitehair going to be now?
Right guard, and Lucas Patrick is going to start at center. You got to think.
So they're basically taking Jenkins and bringing in a center, which the only two people will be, or one person will be moving. So it's not terrible. At least the offensive line ain't moving everywhere.
And we gotta think about this. Lucas Patrick is the one that protected Aaron Rodgers all those years as well. He hasn't been healthy for us at all. So maybe again, like Robert Tonyan, fire up their asses because they're playing their old team.
And maybe he's actually healthy. I mean, did we see much of Lucas Patrick in the preseason?
Nope.
I mean, maybe he's actually healthy. So, if you look at, if you're looking, Braxton on the left, and then you've got the rookie on the right. This I'm hoping this O-line holds for the season, because it's one of those deals where if you don't fix the O-line, I don't care what you put around Justin. If the O-line's busted, the run game's going to help a little bit, but getting all these receivers is going to mean nothing if you can't protect them enough to throw the rock.
Well, like I said during preseason, I didn't want to see this, but injuries do happen. Is fluctuating that offensive line around. We did that all last year, and look what happened. But maybe this will work out until Tevin Jenkins comes back. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Tevin, when he played last year, was lights out. I mean, he was really good last year. So hopefully he comes back. And then we look at our defense, and I don't know if I don't know if our defense is insane. But
we got a good linebacking core and DBs. We're just lacking defensive line.
Yeah, I'd say if you look at our defense here, the back end is deep and good. But you get to this DT, DE section up here on the left, look at Yannick, I think could do a lot for us in there. But, if you're Green Bay, are you trying to give Jordan the rock and say throw it, or are you going to say no, run the ball?
No, I'd be saying Aaron Jones, go right towards Yannick the whole game. If it's successful, Jordan Love won't have to be good or elite this game to win this game. All he has to do is hand the rock off.
Yeah, Dan. I mean, that's a scare, isn't it? That basically we didn't improve the run. Like, we look like we improved overall, but
yeah, definitely.
So big game this week, week 1. Here's the thing too, and week 1 to me is kind of, it's preseason week 4. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. I mean, Dan, do you think the way that we do things now, that the starters are even close to being ready for this week, like they should be?
I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully, pray they are. Hopefully they are.
I mean, Woody, it seems to me that every year week 1 is like, probably the most dangerous week of the season, right? Okay. I mean, this is where most of the season-ending injuries happen, are week 1. What's your feel about the way the Bears have approached camp, approached this week?
Well, I'm not, like I said, Fields this is make or break it year. He didn't prove really anything in preseason. He had a lot of yards after catch, which it is a team sport. But you got to take, for example, last year, no one thought we'd go, beat San Francisco at home and we did. And obviously, we only won 2 more games, but hopefully that happens now. But the question is, right off the bat, is offensive line's already fluctuating because of injuries. So, and our defensive line has to get in and at least put some havoc on the rushing game and Jordan Love, because we don't want our linebackers and DBs overworked. So that's the big question.
And for those who are watching, hey, let us know week 1. Who are you picking? Who are you picking? Let us know in the comments. Let's get some comments going. Who are you picking for this game this week? If you're a Bears fan, obviously you should probably not obviously. I hope you're taking the Bears. Let us know what you're thinking in the comments on the page as well, on Mike the Bear Fan and on the Halas Hall Report pages and Chicago Bears News. Let us know. Here we go. Oh, we got a comment already. And who is it? No, it's a Packers fan.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Well, John, I hear John might be joining us later tonight. John, I've got your music queued for you because we're just waiting for you to say something intelligent.
John Dorn thinks the Packers are going 17-0 this year in the regular season. So,
I mean, the Packers had this is an interesting for even Dorn always. And then who we got here? We got Junior. Packers are taking this dub. Oh, another Packers fan on here watching. Oh my goodness, they're coming out. I mean, look, week 1, Jordan Love has a lot to prove. The Bears, it's a great matchup actually for the NFL if you think about it. A, it's the rivalry, right? They always love the rivalry. B, it's 2 teams with a lot of questions that need to be answered. For the Packers, is Jordan Love going to be the next Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre? For the Bears, can they take the next step? So I mean, it's a great week 1 matchup. I just hate that it's week 1 because this is probably the worst. I don't think either team or any team is ready week 1 these days. I still think they screwed up by getting rid of that fourth game in the preseason, and I don't know. Week 1 can anyone think of a week 1 game in the last couple of years? You're like, yeah, okay. This is what they are.
Well, this is back-to-back years that we face off against the Packers. Last year it was Green Bay. I went to that game. Now it'll come to Chicago. So just like the previous year.
Week 1 was San Francisco last year.
Yeah, week
1.
Or
their home opener, my bad. Their home opener.
Yeah, their home opener. Yeah.
But it'll just be like the Niner game. We'll get our revenge.
It is a revenge game for sure. And obviously, we don't want to give Jordan Love the mantle, hand the mantle off from Rodgers to Love. Speaking of, sidetracking real quick, have you guys been watching the Hard Knocks with the Jets this year?
Mm-mm.
So I've watched the newest episode dropped yesterday. Actually, not bad. Why they were so hyped to get rid of him in Green Bay is beyond me. Hey, JR, but we had, you had to make up for 2 decades of revenge decades. So, I get it.
That's what this is. What it's like, a double-edged sword. If we lose, the Packers fans are going to come out and say, "Oh, I told you we're going to kick your ass," blah blah blah. Then if we come out and win the game, they're going to say, "Well, it's about time." So either way,
Or they're going to say, "Well, Love wasn't ready yet."
Yeah.
If we still had Aaron, Hey, we've won 2 Super Bowls with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks over 30 years. Look at us, how awesome we are. I look at the Packers, our team that need to prove something. The Bears, honestly, we need to prove something.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at even Dan's co-host over there is agreeing, meowing in concert.
He's giving his 2 cents worth.
Yeah, he is. It's one of those situations. It's week 1. I'm excited. But at the same time, I'm like, questions. Lots of questions. Is the running game, how is it going to be without Montgomery this year? And hopefully without Fields running that much.
Right.
I mean,
the other big thing is that, I haven't heard it yet, but it's it's a division game. Division games are big, and I like the division games at the end of the year, yeah. But week one, it's going to be a make it or break it with this division game.
And Greg, I mean, it's week one, dude. So yeah, if he shits the bed this Sunday, am I giving up on Justin Fields? No. Now over the course of the season, if there's no progression, and if there's regression, I think that Poles is going to have to seriously look at that. Dan, how about you? If we get a bad week one out of Justin, are you throwing in the towel on him, or what are you thinking on this question from Greg?
I'm not throwing the towel on him after week one. Have to see. Hopefully
so for
he
you,
does.
What's your byline before you throw the towel in on Fields?
Probably mids. See what it is like later in. Let's see. See how he does it mid-season. By mid-season, maybe a week or two after.
All right, what do you want?
Depends how we're doing too.
I think with our schedule is definitely in our favor. If he doesn't double his win total from last, maybe 7-8 wins, I throw the towel in. I say if he's not there by like week 10, week 11, you better think about getting your quarterback in the draft. There's a lot coming out this year that are good. So if he doesn't double his win total by week 10, week 11, because like I said, our schedule is favorable this year. So if you can't handle that, what is he going to handle with a hard schedule? So that's my take on that.
Mike, what's your take on Greg's question?
I think not the first game, for sure, not against the Packers. But by the end of the year, just like what he said, if you don't double or at least progress and get better, we got to look somewhere else for sure. Obviously, he can run, but he's got to progress in the passing game. And I think Poles did a good job on getting him DJ Moore for there's no excuses, number one. And Chase Claypool isn't bad, but he's got to prove himself as well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I think Mooney will be fine in the slot or at the number 2 spot. So,
yeah, and this Sunday too, if Alexander's playing DJ Moore the whole game, you gotta see if Cole Kmet's going to be there, Mooney's going to be there. You can't just. I want to see him read the defense because he only like last year was like only one take. If it wasn't there, he was off. And like I said before too, our offensive line was 9th with like 2.7 seconds average in the pocket that they gave Fields. With these weapons, there's no excuse this year. He's got to read that defense.
Yeah, Woody, that reminds me. Last year it was a lot of coverage sacks, right? More than line sacks. So part of that is if he's getting the protection and not delivering the ball, right? And he's not progressing, then yeah, I give up. I don't know if I do it by week 11. I mean, our schedule is favorable early, and then the middle and the end get really tough. So I think by week 6 we'll have more of an idea. I think where Fields may be going, but I have to see improvement. I look at if he throws for 1,500 yards this year, and his TD to interception ratio doesn't improve, and we win 5 games. Hey, we've got this kid, Division II, all-time touchdown leader. Maybe he's the guy. I mean, look at Purdy. Look at what San Francisco is doing. Mr. Irrelevant is their QB1 now. So it just goes to show that you can get him from anywhere. If Badgett is progressing throughout the year in practice, maybe in some game time he gets, and Poles says, you know what, this Fields thing has got to go. And depending where we sit in the draft, I could see that as a possible scenario if we don't see what we need to see out of Fields.
Yeah, Ken, the piggyback off you about the coverage sacks and stuff. Fields was sacked like 55 times last year, clearly the most. If he doesn't have anything and he gets out of that pocket, he can't take that sack. He's got to start throwing the ball out of bounds because if points are critical in the NFL. So if we have, field goal range and he gets sacked, it knocks us out and we got a punt, well, that's 3 points off the boards because, me and Santos, he's a good kicker.
And for the win. But
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. And I'm sure Dan would agree with this too. He's got to, one of the things in progression I think we need to see is Fields willing to throw the ball away and not take the sack.
Yep.
Yeah. Definitely.
And conversely though, for the Packers, I would say it's going to be the same thing for Jordan Love. We haven't seen Jordan Love in game situations much that mattered. It's going to be interesting to see where he's at as a quarterback come Sunday. Preseason means about as much to me as a losing lotto ticket. It doesn't give you anything because they can do great in practice. Preseason games, there you go, Billy. Preseason games are all vanilla. They're not running their offense, they're not running their defense. It's all vanilla, everything. So it's going to be interesting to see where these two quarterbacks are come Sunday. And look, it's not like it's not like Love is a rookie. Love has been around for a couple years. So these are two veterans who we need to both clubs need to see certain kind of progression out of. I think there's less pressure on Love in that regard than Fields. Would you agree with that, Mike?
Yeah. I think what's interesting, though, I don't know if you guys seen it, is the special teams. Tyler Scott did, I thought, a wonderful job returning kicks. He literally went to the back of the bus, and now you have Velus Jones Jr. again going to be taking the returns now. So hopefully
he can hold on to the
he gets
doggone
his head
ball.
out of his ass and plays, because I see spurts out of him, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Hopefully those mistakes are behind him.
Yeah, it's train as you fight, and he didn't train too well, did he?
No. And it showed in preseason with that messed up muff punt he had.
And look at the Packers.
You're not a rookie. That ball bounces that high, and you see that your opposing team coming at you, you let it go. You don't try to make a play out of that.
It doesn't matter bounce high or not, bounce, period. They're going to be
unless it bounces right into you.
Punt or something.
Yeah.
If it bounces right into you, like we see, I'll take the bounce and bounce right in your gut and you can run. Okay, sure. I'll give you that. But yeah, what he did in the preseason, and another interesting thing with the Packers, they got rid of O'Donnell. Right?
I was shocked, actually.
I was really shocked. They're going with some rookie. There's a little tape on this guy. It's going to be his first NFL game. It's going to be interesting to see because O'Donnell, we knew he was good. We knew what he could do. And you could prepare this new kid. I mean, okay, you're thinking if they cut O'Donnell for him, he's got to be pretty good. Or is this just more of those things where we can save some money?
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't want to see his name ever again unless he scores a touchdown.
It's kind of like Kindle.
Oh.
I mean, but Greg, you know what, though?
Kill me.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Jones is easy for us to pick on because last year he started out with bonehead play. The rest of the season, he was okay. Had some decent returns, actually. Actually, had a couple really good returns. Then he comes to the preseason this year, bonehead play. So we all automatically go, oh, here we freaking go. But you know what? The guy wasn't bad overall. So I can understand why the staff would give him another shot. And he's got to know Scott's chomping right behind to get into the game.
Well, he was good. He was good on the reverses as well. I mean, He held on to the ball, and in preseason they did the reverses as well. Webster had it, so it looks like they're going to be doing some reverses, but hopefully, he can still hold on to the ball.
I'm just wondering to see if we're going to see. I would say this is highly unlikely, but why not? With the way the league is, I want to see a 2 QB set. I want to see Badgett and Fields on the field at the same time, and just see how a defense reacts, and because look at you could have Badgett throw the Fields, you could have Fields. I mean, I like to see some trickery like that because I don't think anyone would expect it.
Yeah, I definitely missed that when we used to do trick plays with Tariq Cohen. That was an exciting offense. And, man, I was thinking about that too, Ken. The 2 QB set.
I mean, year one of Matt Nagy was great, wasn't it? He had great trick plays. He kept defense on the toes. And, of course, the next 2 seasons, he was like Mr. Predictable. And even his trick plays were predictable. I'd like to see Eberflus and this Bears offense come out and do some 2 QB sets, a 3 running back set. Why not? Because these guys all have hands. Like, do some crazy shit that we haven't seen before.
Well, the other thing too is we had a problem about it the last couple of seasons is play calling as well. Hopefully, Luke Getsky can call a good game on Sunday. He was rough last year, obviously, so play calling is a big thing as well.
Well, I think that brings up another interesting question, and I'll go with Dan for this first. In the Green Bay years of Aaron Rodgers, especially the last 3. Lots of audibles at the line, right? I mean, you can watch the film, the tape, you see it. He changed a lot of plays. Now you've got Jordan Love. Conversely, these last 2 years, Fields doesn't audible much. But now, because of his experience, do you think you're going to see more audibles out of Fields and less, and next to none to just a few out of Love? What do you think?
Probably. I mean, guessing probably.
Hey, Woody, what about you?
What was the question? Sorry.
So audibles, how do you think it's? I mean, Jordan Love, do you think he's going to call any, or even close?
Oh yeah. I think it's not only Aaron Rodgers that used to call the audible. It depends on how predictable our defense is. That's why I say we got to throw in some linebacker blitz, maybe bring up Tyreek Stevenson with a corner blitz to make them think some more. So I think he's going to call some audibles on Sunday. Definitely.
Now, what about Fields? Do you think he'll call more this year?
Yeah, I think that's the first step on reading defenses. Not only when he's in the pocket trying to see his wide receiver who's open and stuff like that. Reading the defense at the line of scrimmage too. I think he's gonna call some audibles as well.
Mike, what do you think?
I think Fields will a lot more this year. The question is it going to be the right audible? Like you said, he's got to read the defense. He's got to progress. That's the thing. Is he going to make the right call? And back to the Love and the Packers thing, you got to remember, like you said, Rodgers changed the play a lot. So you don't even know what the play call was. Now this year, you're actually going to see the play call, and I don't see Love changing the play like Rodgers.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think with Woody, your point was right on there. Like, part of progression is reading defenses, calling the right audible, get out of it. Yep. Love knows his offense. He should. He's been there for 3 years.
Thank you.
I don't see him calling as many audibles though this year as what Rodgers did. But before we get to Junior and John Dorn, who've joined us from Packer Nation and the Frozen Thunder Network, let me do this before we get around. Let me get the predictions from just the Bears guys, okay, and then we'll go to the Packer guys in a minute. Woody, what's your prediction for this weekend?
Like I said, I'm not a homer, but I think the Bears are going to pull it out at home, 24-21. Like I said, I'm not sold on both quarterbacks right now, but I think Jordan Love, he's going to be under some pressure to keep this owning the Bears situation in cap. So, but that's my prediction, 24-21. Santos with the winning field goal.
Dan, how about you? Prediction for Sunday?
Yeah, 20-17 Bears.
You got to think about it.
Fields will have a touchdown. Passing.
How many interceptions?
3.
Hold on, John. John. Mike, what about you? What's your prediction?
Well, I'm kind of close with Woody. I think we're gonna pull it off. I think it's gonna be 24-17.
That's good. You don't take my Santos, man.
All right, I'm going to go big. I'm going to call it 35-28
Damn.
Bears.
Woo.
Shootout.
Because, and here's why. I think the defense hasn't proved that they can stop the run yet, and that's the Packers are going to primarily do. The Bears were putting up almost 30-some points a game last year, at the end of the year, especially. So and the NFC North is built for shootouts right now. So I'm going to say it's a high-scoring affair, and the Bears will get it 35-28. Love will have a decent showing, but they're going to be working those legs. It's going to be the run game until the Bears can prove otherwise. Because, I don't think with the DBs and safeties we have, he's not going to be amped to throw. It's going to be, we're going to run the ball until you can prove the stop. And with that, we'll bring in our two Packer fans, John Dorn. Good evening. Good to see you.
Good evening, John. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How's the guys doing?
And Junior, good to see you this evening as well.
I see you guys. Nice to see y'all.
I don't see you though.
No, you're kind of there. You go. Get some light.
Hey, fuck, man! You first podcast. I gotta see your shit.
Are you with Rogers at the retreat?
All right. I got a question for you guys,
right here. Huh?
Well, I've been watching this, and you guys don't have no you guys talk about Fields like you guys don't got confidence in him this weekend. You don't. Every time you guys are talking about there's no confidence. You got sure about him. It's like, so how can you make predictions that you're going to win when you got no confidence in your own quarterback?
Hey, I didn't have confidence in him last year either, and we went out and beat San Francisco week 1.
Yeah, I'm just saying, this way you guys are talking, it's like, man, like you don't hear the Packers talk like that with about Love. We're all behind
John,
him.
I wouldn't say any of us don't have confidence. We're saying that we want to see the steps and progressions and forward. I have full confidence in Fields. I think he's going to progress. But we just need to see it, right? That's what
you
we're
ain't
saying.
going to see it Sunday. I guarantee you that. Our defense is going to be all over his shit. He's going to be sacked by about 8 to 10 times.
Oh, here we go.
That offensive line you got is horrible.
I got the under on that.
Our pass rushers are going to be unreal this year. With our interior line, you guys ain't going to stop it.
Well, isn't Gary on limited snaps from his injury last year? That's what I see.
Rashawn Gary?
Yeah.
We still got J.J. Arnabari. We got Van Ness. We got Rashawn Gary. He'll play probably about 30, 40 snaps, 35 snaps. He'll probably at certain downs he'll play. He'll be there. We got Van Ness.
I don't think he plays that much.
Yeah, he will. He's looking pretty good in training camp right now.
Yes, he is. He's
ready. He's hungry. He's hungry.
Bro.
That whole defense is hungry.
Junior, let me go over to Junior real quick because Junior, John Dorn just said my favorite thing that every fan says. Well, he looked really good in training camp. How much stock do you put in training camp versus the actual start of the NFL season?
It's just preseason.
Yeah, that is true. It is just preseason. I've got to see, man, because coming off that injury, that is kind of brutal, man. Not everybody's 100% coming off the season, so
not off the
I don't know. That's going to be a tough one to determine on Rashawn Gary. Hopefully he's back to 100%, but he is going to be on a snap count, so yeah.
Hey, it is preseason, but
yeah, with the Bears, that's true. That is true.
The Bears fans, the Bears staff, and everything. Do you think after preseason that anybody has confidence in Justin Fields after the preseason, even though he threw toward 2 touchdowns but -7 yards in the air?
Well, his passes looked horrible. His passes were horrible.
Yeah.
They were down and low and hard to hit.
QBR.
Look at his passes. They ain't accurate.
Game is trash.
So what are you gonna do?
I want to introduce our new segment that we're going to have. And it's called "Waiting for John Dorn to Say Something Smart." And here's this intro music.
Oh my God!
See, that should be you for crying fucking after Sunday after the game when we whooped that ass.
Look,
so John, if
this is gonna be the whole Bear clan after fucking Packers win, you guys gonna be all ghost.
Oh, I
Okay,
go.
if
Fields is going to
like
be
this.
running this whole game. Fields is going to
If
be running.
Fields gets 150 rating or better and throws for 2 TDs and rushes for 1, will you give us a little credit on the next week's show, John?
Hey, John.
You know what?
John,
I'll say yes, but I know it's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen.
Only 1 game he's gonna
John, are you
I'll
saying?
bet you Love has a better
saying I
chance
go?
of throwing for 300 yards than fucking.
I didn't say 300 yards.
Are you?
I'm
are
talking
you-
about Jordan Love has a better chance to throw 300 yards.
John.
Not
Did
with
you
those
say?
hard defensive receivers.
Did you say I would ghost if the Bears lose?
What's that?
Are you saying I will ghost after the Bears lose? Did I ever
No.
fucking ghost at all?
Well, you don't know, but there's a few
Okay.
that do.
We've been on a losing streak with you guys for 20 years. Tables are turning and the odds are in our favor.
You can keep thinking that. Every year
Where's
you
some
guys say
odds
that.
in your favor at, bro? Where's the odds at? Where's the favor odds at, bro? Where's that at?
No,
Y'all
no
are
MVP.
determined to lose this game.
All right, here. I know this is probably not part of
You are
segment.
determined to lose, bro.
I'm gonna ask this anyway. To the Packers fans, what is the Packers' record this year? What do you think?
What am I
We're
ranking?
going to
I'm
win up
thinking
to 10 games. I'm going to say 10 games.
10,
We're going to win 9
10
to
11
10.
games.
9 to
10,
10.
11?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 9 to 10.
On the under?
Our defense has become nasty this year, man. I'm telling you. You're going to find out Sunday how bad that defense is going to be. It's going to be nasty, dude.
Well, your defense is pretty good, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Fields will
absolutely.
be
They're
running.
hungry.
He'd be-
They're hungry.
He'd be
Well,
running, bro.
Like I said, I'm worried about our offensive line against their defensive line.
They're going to
We're
break.
focused.
I said that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I
They're
heard
going to
you.
break. Your line's going to snap.
The
in
only
half 'cause
thing
Clark's gonna
I'm
bulldoze,
worried about,
bro.
yeah, the only thing I'm worried about the Packers is our damn kicker.
I'm not really worried about him, man. He hit a 56-yarder. I'm all right with him.
Yeah.
He redeemed himself. I'm happy.
But every
about
time he's
that.
going to kick for a field goal, man, I'm going to be fucking going, oh, please, please,
Come
please.
on.
Hey, man, he redeemed
You guys
himself.
aren't going to miss Mason Crosby.
That's like what you guys are trying to
Hey,
do.
that's Mr. Reliable
Get
right
down
there.
the field.
That's
Oh, please, don't go 3-0.
We're going to go 3-0. We're going to go 3-0.
I'm going to laugh if you guys try to kick that field goal and the rookie punter fumbles it on the snap.
Well, how many interceptions is Fields going to fucking throw? How many interceptions and how many fumbles?
Sunday.
On Sunday. What is he going to do? How many interceptions? He
I
does
say
2
Fields.
usually against us. Every year.
I said this already. I said Fields. I say he's going to throw 2. He's going to try to push the ball into DJ Moore and Alexander because Alexander's going to be on him all day.
He's going to bait him.
Oh, yeah, he's
bait
going to
him
get
in.
locked. He's going to get
He's gonna
locked
bait
up.
him. Yeah, he's going to bait him. And then,
So 2 touchdown passes and an interception. What's the touchdown passes? Screens?
Who they going to throw it to?
who's going to
gonna
do
throw it?
touchdowns?
Or, I mean,
Robert
Moore?
Tonyan-
He's going to be locked down.
And
Hold
then
on a second,
You'd be lucky to get 9 points.
Hold
He
on a
ain't
second.
gonna get one
Hold on a
Jair.
second. Let me answer your question, Junior. Who's he going to throw it to? Are you seriously asking that question?
I just asked
of
that
people.
question, yes.
Are you seriously
The
asking
reason why I'm asking that question is because
I got something
hold
for
on.
you.
Your quarterback is going to be running the whole game for his life, bro. Y'all got to get that man protected.
Hey, I got a thing for you guys. You guys never brought it up either. You guys never even brought this
It's
up.
not like DJ
Fields is going to be
Moore
running. Fields is going to be running. He's going to be throwing interceptions. He's all right.
Okay,
Here's
He's going to
the
be a runner.
thing. This
ain't
is
gonna throw
not last season when he had none of his wide receivers. It's not that he has Claypool this year.
Okay, but what about that line, though? If that line can't hold up, that dude's running for his
We're
life.
talking,
we did
we were
get
talking about
Davis,
that
don't
earlier.
forget that, and the rookie.
but
We were talking about the line earlier, and
Yeah, but
honestly,
see, and it's like
did you guys even
actually, if you want to be honest about it, last year wasn't the line as much that he got sacked for. It's because he had wide receivers not getting open or they didn't have confidence in. I think
Or he
that's a
dropped
lot
back
of
too
difference
far.
coming this year from last year. And now he's got a
20-yard
healthy
drop back.
Claypool. He's got Mooney. You know, he's got some other options. He's got
You know
some
who else
running
he
back
got? He's got
options.
Jair out there.
He ain't
He's got
gonna-
Rasul Douglas.
he
He's
didn't
got
have
Darnell
time to do
Savage.
anything.
I mean, he's
Look,
got
I look
Devontae
at your
Campbell.
corner-
Wyatt.
Your
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa,
cornerback
listen
room,
now. Listen now.
your cornerback room and your safeties don't scare anyone in the north.
It was Fields last year. Like I said, the Bears were 9th in the league, 2.7 seconds in the pocket. It was Fields' issue last year.
No, you were talking about our safeties. Didn't Ford pick off Fields last game?
What's that?
Our safety? Our safety picked off Fields last game.
It was a Hail Mary.
He picked them off, man.
Interception, right? It was INT. It was
And this segment brought to you by
He got,
wait,
yards.
Ford got 3 interceptions.
wait for John Dorn to say something intelligent.
Wow. Funny.
But no, the question is on Lucas. Can he block? That's the thing with the center. Can he actually still play?
He
Well,
ain't
he's
stopping
gonna be
Kenny
blocking
Clark.
on his ass. He's
Clark is
ran
going to put
over.
him on his ass, bro. Clark is
Yeah.
going to bulldoze him.
Patrick right up the middle. TG Slayton, good luck with that.
Oh, it's done. It's over
With
with,
Wise
bro.
next to him, he got Kenny Clark.
Yeah, he's done.
Sean Gary on the other side. Oh,
Then you get Quay Walker in for the blitz, bro. You're done for. You're
Hey!
going to be running.
Done.
You're done.
Well, you do got to remember we scored on 91% of the first drives. Do you think we're going to get?
Well, you ain't scoring on this drive.
You used to. Just say that you used to.
Used to,
So it ain't happening.
Remember, this is the Packers. They
Just like
don't let anyone score ever.
The only thing I'm worried about.
You got a terrible roster right now. You're building it. It's all going the right way, except for the quarterback and the offensive line.
Only thing I'm worried about is Justin Fields' legs. That's it. Everything
What,
else.
him running
I'm
right by
confident.
Gary? See ya.
No.
Actually, they went a lot faster on defense, though. So I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
we're the youngest team in the NFL, so I ain't worried about it.
Mike throwing a.
What is it, 24 and a half?
We're
The
25.5, I think, ain't we?
Oh,
25
25 and a half?
20,
I thought so.
25.
25 and a half.
Everybody's so fucking close from first to 10th, whatever, so close.
Yeah, dude.
So let me do this because you guys heard the Bear fan prediction. So John, what's your prediction for the
Here we
game
go.
Sunday?
What's my prediction? It always okay. You guys didn't see the injury report, did you? But Watson and Dobbs have hamstring injuries right now.
Yep.
Both of them do. So it depends if they play or not. If they play, I'm going to say 34. I'm saying like 13 because you ain't scoring much in our defense. You're not scoring much in our defense. Our defense is going to be nasty, and you're. I don't know if Fields even going to finish the game. Tell you the truth, I'm sorry to say. It's going to be nasty.
John.
Okay, and with that, we'll go to another Packer fan.
Hey, you can't wish an injury on a player.
I just say which. I just say he's done. Put next back up. The game's gonna be over by third quarter. You might as well put your second string in.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking about.
Damn, John.
All right, what's your prediction?
I say 28-17 Pack win.
I think
Well,
you guys
at least he's not wishing injury on the quarterback.
No. I'm not.
I didn't either. I just said you're gonna bench him because you guys are getting your ass whooped.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna whoop your ass now, but I mean, y'all gonna score. We're gonna give you the
And for
garbage.
those of
points
you
at
at
the
home,
end.
this segment once again brought to you by wait for John Dorn to say something intelligent.
Go look. How many points have people scored against us last year? And our defense gonna be better than last year.
So just
I
to
don't
give
care
you guys
about
an
last
idea,
year.
the
I
Vegas
don't
line,
care.
Our defense, nobody hardly fucking scores against our defense.
the
I don't
Vegas
know scoring
line,
on defense.
the Vegas line on this game is 3 points.
And our defense is even better this year.
Did you say 3?
3 points is the line. So, being 3 to 7 points, I can understand, but you guys being 10 plus points aren't even close to the Vegas line. So, once again, waiting for Packer fans to say something intelligent.
That is intelligent.
You guys are just being homers. You guys don't even trust your own quarterback. You even got no confidence in him.
Well, hey, that's
All we
something
through the show,
we-
you've been had no confidence in him.
If we don't have confidence in our quarterback, how are we being homers? How can we be homers?
You're the ones talking bad about him.
What did we
I'm
say
just saying,
bad?
I'm not a homer though.
What did we say bad?
You don't have no trust in him. Well, if he can do
Hey,
this.
John, hold on a second. John, who said we didn't have trust in Fields?
You guys pretty much talk about you guys were talking about negative about him.
I didn't say nothing. We didn't say nothing.
We didn't. No.
You sound like you guys have no confidence, man.
No, we just
Don't deny that shit.
No, we just see he needs to get better. That's all. Obviously,
Dude, he's going on his third year. He should be better fucking 2 years ago.
But it's about the throwing. We said
You
that.
got two first and a fifth and a fourth for him. I mean, that's 2 first rounders and a fifth and a fourth. I mean, he should be up running by now.
And Love started 3 years ago. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you paid the fucking 2 first rounds, or it costed you 2 first rounds, a fifth and a fourth. Wouldn't you think he should be fucking way ahead of you right now?
Hey, look at what you gave up for Rodgers.
Changed offensive coordinators, coaches, all kinds of
Now
stuff.
you're making excuses.
You can't just
Hey,
blame
Now
hey,
you're making
hey,
excuses.
look how much you gave up for Rodgers.
How much
Right?
you get up for Jordan Love? Not much.
But hey, what did you give up for Aaron Rodgers?
Don't matter.
Okay.
Well, I definitely think it's always a good game, rival game.
It is.
I just hope I get 30.
But we're always winning on top. That's the thing.
Right, JR?
I mean, you guys are talking all this big bullshit.
What'd you
You guys
say?
always lose. You guys can't beat us.
Hey man, guess what,
17 out
man?
of the last 20? Come on, dude.
Hey man, I'm gonna win another $30. That's all I'm gonna say from Mike over here. Mike, the Packer fan. He's a true Packer fan. Just let you know that.
Just like the
I've
same
been to
old
more
Lions.
games in Lambeau than Bill the Packer fan. So I'm not a Packer fan. I am a Bear fan, but I will travel to see games. Games
You
live.
love Lambeau. Don't lie, bro. You love it there, man.
Hey,
You love
hey,
it.
hey,
He's
I
always
know,
there.
hey, I know Aaron.
He's always there.
Yeah.
Hey, I know
I've been
Aaron
more
Rodgers.
the last 2 years than I have 5.
I know Aaron Rodgers has a Super Bowl. What Rex Grossman is tied with Aaron Rodgers NFC championships.
And you know how that
That's nice.
started, right? A Packer fan going to a game on Halloween to get him to go to all the Packer games. So
We
now
need to
they
get
want
a shot.
to go to the games.
We got to give you a half shirt. Just Chicago and Green Bay on the other side. Give you a heck of
Now
a half
that's a
shirt.
comment right there. Packers are the new Detroit Lions. Wow.
No.
Wow.
Deep
I don't
toilet.
even know what to say to that.
Well,
Well, you
Omar,
can't compare us to
too
Deep
bad
Toilet, man.
your team can't beat us.
We got
Greg, where are
13
you?
championships, bro. They got 0. That's no comparison.
On your stadium.
Hey, and how many championships were you alive for?
One.
Me?
Two.
I watched
Two.
I watched 3 Super Bowls, 1, 2.
So what the hell?
So
So,
this,
kid,
this is something that's
that's why it's
interesting.
history.
And hold on. Well, this is something that's interesting. I'm going to make this so you can understand Packer fans. Guys like John, you guys are what, early 30s. You've known nothing but Favre. And
30s, I'm
They are
53.
12. Why,
I was
John?
way before Favre.
John, shut up,
Jesus.
Quiet, John. You're 30, buddy. You're 30 at the 30.
Yeah.
hold on. Let me, John. Let me Dorn-proof this real quick. Okay, it's been Dorn-proof.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, you guys have known nothing but Favre and Rodgers for basically your entire lives. Because even if you were born a little before that, you're like 2-3 years old. You don't remember the Majikowski days, the Mike Tomczak days, believe it or not. You don't remember when the Bears would consider basically going to Lambeau an automatic victory in Lambeau with Soldier Field North. However, for the first time in your lives now, Packer fans, you are dealing with the unknown. You don't have a Hall of Fame quarterback. You don't. You got Jordan Love, who's not done crap in this league in the 3 years he's been here.
He's also
So,
been a backup. You can't even say
While
that.
I appreciate your exuberance and how great Jordan Love is, you guys don't know better. Because John Majikowski, the Magic Man, was the second coming of Christ when he was in Green Bay. And how many championships did you win with him? So I just want to say that real quick, because for the Packer fans, honestly, you're entering the great unknown this season, and that's what you guys should be worried about, not if Justin Fields is progressing.
So
Not worried whatsoever.
Y'all
man.
better be worried about Jordan Love, though. His progression.
So here,
I'm not
here-
worried. Why would I be worried
Y'all
about
better
Jordan Love?
Because the man already knows the playbook. All he's got to do is just start and get that chemistry
Dude's
going.
got an arm. He
Guess
can
what?
run.
Rex Grossman knew the playbook.
This
He
is
wasn't a
what,
great
He
quarterback.
can control that offense like you wouldn't believe, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
And
He
he
doesn't
can
get
run.
rattled. He doesn't get rattled.
hey,
So,
here-
hey,
hey,
Woody.
hey,
So
hey, John.
basically-
Blitz him. He'll just fucking hit Watson down the fucking stretch. See ya.
Hey, Woody.
Blitz him.
Hey, Woody. Okay, Woody. I'm going to make sure you learn the playbook. So, according to John Dorn, you are now a Hall of Fame quarterback. So you understand the playbook.
I was
No,
quarterback
not
for
necessarily
13
true, no.
years, and I had 4 championships in 13 years.
There we go. Woody
I gotta
has
go-
solved it all.
I got a question for Dorn. Since you like stats and you led the league last year, how many drops are you gonna have this weekend?
Well, we got rid of Lazard, and we got rid of Cobb, and we got rid of Tanya that did most of the drops. So we should be pretty good, man.
So hey,
How many drops?
another question for John. If Dobbs and Watson,
You didn't even answer my question.
if
I already answered it. The people that had most drops are off the team already.
So none?
Well, I don't think I'll have none. No,
Okay.
maybe one. One.
One.
if Dobbs and Watson doesn't play, what do you think the prediction will be?
Oh, they're gonna play.
I still got us winning, man. Fucking, we got Heath, we got Wicks. Oh yeah, yeah. Musgrave, fucking Kraft, you
If
name
you're all
it.
both
Yeah.
regardless, I think you guys are gonna run the ball. That's what I think. You're gonna run right at our defense.
Exactly. Look at Aaron Jones, bro. That's the person y'all missing.
You run it right down your throat.
Now look at that's the best comment the Packer fans made all day. We have Aaron Jones because honestly, you're not throwing on this Bears secondary,
We're
especially
running
if
it first.
Dobbs and
We're
Watson
running
are out. Look, if Dobbs and Watson are out, you're definitely not throwing nearly as much, and you're
We're
not going to throw
run
as much.
first team, bro. We're
You're
gonna
not
run
going to
first.
throw as much at this Bears deep back end, but I'll tell you what, you said it right on the head. They're going to run the ball. If
Yeah.
anyone here thinks the Packers are not going to try to run the ball all day
They're
and they
gonna
got some aerial attack, they don't.
Oh yeah, they're gonna start out running.
Well,
Dude, the
last
Packers' strength is their run game.
The run game opens up the pass game.
I think the first game last year, AJ Dillon had the 93 yards. He had the most rushing yards for Green Bay last year.
The
Against
key for us
I
to
mean,
stopping
that's
the
actually
Bears is the key for us to stopping the Bears is keeping Justin Fields contained and pretty much cover more whatever. So
So you think it was a bad? You think it was a bad pickup that we picked up Robert Tonyan? Is that what you're saying?
Tony, no, he's not as good as
I
he
like
used to be, but I like him, man. He's one of my favorite tight ends for a while.
And he
I
killed
like
us
Tonyan.
every fucking time that we played against you.
I love Tunyon. I like him.
Yeah.
We basically got him for the blocking, and then you're gonna
Yeah,
see him on the goal line and catch that 3 yard
Well,
down pass.
No, what's gonna hurt us is seeing Mercedes Lewis. help
Yeah,
block.
yeah.
That's what's gonna kill us, bro.
Yeah,
That's the blocker right there.
Yeah,
That's what's really gonna kill us right there. Big dog, man.
he's just like an extra fucking lineman out there.
Yeah, really. He was good.
Yeah.
Dude.
but he's also 40.
But he's still
He
good,
can
yeah,
block
man.
like no
He's still,
tomorrow.
yeah, he's still good.
He
He's
can
still
block.
good.
Well, that's what we got him for, the third down blocking.
Well, he'd have got a few touchdowns for us too.
Mike, that does look like me next to you. Jesus
So
Christ.
I mean, I'm happy that Fox made this game of the week, right? That the NFL was scheduled this way. I'm looking. It's going to be a good game. Either way,
gonna be a good
John,
game,
I
either
think
way.
you're smoking crack on your defense a little bit.
No, I'm
because
not.
no one in the North. I'm sorry, no one in the North has a lockdown defense this year. Detroit probably has the best defense in the North.
No, they
No,
don't. No, they
you
don't.
don't.
No, they don't.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
The Packers are
They
gonna have a better
got-
defense than the 85-86 Bears. Is that what you're saying?
Detroit has the most depth at defense.
No
Trust
way.
me.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
do.
Fuck
no,
yeah.
no. The only thing you're better than us is safety. That's it.
What,
That's
guard?
We got a better front line. We got interior lines better.
Dude,
So you
even
missed
Minnesota
corners
has a
are
better
better.
safety than
Our
you.
linebackers are better.
So you
Yeah,
missed
all of it. Our whole thing is better than Detroit besides safety.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fact.
Oh, my
Detroit
God.
had a last fucking. They were terrible. They got
That-
Sutton as
that
corners.
is true.
Sutton as average at best.
Wow.
That Mosley, that dude's garbage. C.J. Gardner or Johnson, what? He's a one-trick pony. Without his interceptions, he's fucking trash.
Woo. So,
Fucking, I'm just telling you the truth, man.
you're basically telling me Green Bay is going to win this division.
Easily.
11 wins. That's what he's
Easily.
saying.
Oh, wait, he said
Yep, I'm
easily.
saying it fucking easily. Oh, yeah. I have that much confidence in my quarterback, like, because you guys don't in yours.
Profile pick.
Oh, I didn't say.
I got
North.
my defense.
Profile pick.
You said he's
It's
gonna win
definitely
the
better than last year.
I said
Well,
we're 7
well,
and 10. I
John.
didn't say nothing.
A whole
Nothing about us winning
A
division.
whole
I
month.
said we're 7 and 10. No fucking
No,
way.
I like to say this. You know,
You don't want Justin Fields as his profile
look,
pick.
This is a Bears show, and John will come on here and say we're being a bunch of homers. And now, John Dorn, for everyone to hear, has just said the Green Bay Packers will easily win this division. And even his fellow Packer fan was like, huh? You want to talk about being a homer, John? You just took
This
it
fucking
for the season.
division is horrible, dude. Except for the Packers and the Lions, they got a halfway decent team. They're still the same old Lions. You guys are on your second year of rebuild.
John,
you guys are moving up the board.
You said
Vikings are going downhill faster
The Lions
than
are
you
still
think.
the Lions.
What?
Until the Lions prove that they're not the Lions.
Yeah.
They're still the same old Lions.
They're still the same
They
fucking
got to
Lions.
win the division or at least get double-digit wins.
You're not
I'll
getting
tell you
double
what.
digit.
I think everyone on the Bears panel, everyone on the Bears panel has all said this year. We all think Detroit. This is their division to lose.
Yep.
Every one of us has picked Detroit to win this division, and then you come on here today.
No, I don't.
You're all being homers. Oh, we're going to easily win this division because everyone's.
I think easily. He
John,
didn't say it. I did.
You guys didn't make the playoffs last year.
That don't
weren't
mean
even-
shit.
you
That was
didn't have
last
a
year. Like you guys said,
brand new
last
quarterback.
year.
You went from
No
a
new
Hall of
system,
Fame
we got no
quarterback
new
to Jordan
team.
Love.
We got young, hungry offense and a
Hey,
very hungry
hey,
defense.
Detroit has a top 5 offensive line, top 10 defensive line. They have Montgomery, the guy.
Montgomery's the worst running back was in the division for the past few years.
Oh,
Dumbass!
What?
Dumbass!
He wasn't better than Jones. He wasn't better than fucking Cook.
Or
He
Swift,
wasn't-
right?
Swift, that can't go even. Swift never stay healthy.
So the
But
guy who led
I'll
the
still
league,
take Swift
hold on,
over
John.
fucking
John, let me bring
Mooney.
this back to you. The guy
Montgomery.
who led the league for
Wow.
yards after contact, broke the most tackles as a running back in the league last year, is trash.
Your offensive line was better than you think it was.
Well, 14 and 3, I have to say.
What
it's a
John,
little over.
you're saying David
7
Montgomery's
and
trash. He had the most yards after contact last year as a running back. Broke more tackles than any other running back in the league. But
And that
you're
was
saying
our
he's
shitty
trash.
defense.
And
That
he's
was-
How did he
now
do the year
playing
before that?
arguably, hold on, John. He's now playing arguably for a top 5 offensive line in the league. What are you
Gotta see it.
smoking? And
Gotta
where
see
can
it.
y'all get that?
I
Really
see it.
cheap
He's
drug?
considered quite a bit too, so I don't know, man. Running backs are dime a dozen, you know. Dime a dozen for a reason.
This is a natural reaction to John Dorn. So I'm not surprised Eric said this.
See, I got
John,
confidence
you
in
know-
my team. See, you guys don't got confidence in your team, but I got confidence in my team.
John,
There's a big
John, you
difference.
know I love you. You know I love you, John. But sometimes, man, there's like the hill, and then there's you 8,000 miles over it.
Hey, here's another thing. John, you said it was going to be a good game Sunday, right?
Good game.
You said it was going to be a good game on Sunday, correct?
It's gonna
You
start
said
off
it was
close
gonna be-
in the halftime. The second half will come out, and then go. Then we're gonna. It's gonna be well
And
ended.
it's not going to be a good game, then. I don't.
No.
The whole game matters, not just the half. But if it's going to be a good game, I would think your prediction would be a little bit less than 38-13.
Well, it's gonna be a good game for us. That's for sure. That's what I'm saying. man.
All right, John, your answer to your question is he averaged roughly 800 yards a year. He had 1,000 yard year, and he averages over 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, so he's an average, good average fucking running back.
So he's not trash. Cool.
He's not trash. No, I never said he was trash. I said he was the worst running back in the division. I didn't say anything about he was garbage or nothing.
Who was you? So
Don't
you're
put words
saying
in my mouth.
So you're saying DeAndre Swift was better than Montgomery last year?
We're even. He said we're even.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Eric, if that happens, there are going to be some very happy people in Detroit. If he has that kind of year, there will be some very
Jesus
happy people
Christ.
in Detroit.
Well, you got
this year.
Justin Fields got to throw for that first before you even.
He ain't throwing that.
I mean, he's got to get him the ball first, without getting to the ground.
No, Montgomery. No, he's saying David Montgomery I mean, look at.
What do you mean?
I thought that
He
isn't it?
threw the
Okay,
ball
that ain't
Oh,
even
he
Montgomery.
goes for 1,000 yards, 500 receiving, touch 10. That's
I mean,
unreasonable.
look, if that
That's
happens,
unreasonable.
Detroit's going to be through the roof.
That is very reasonable. Yeah, that's very
That's
reasonable.
reasonable. You got 17 games.
Plus they got the rookie Gibbs as well. He can
Yeah,
run.
that's very reasonable right there, David Montgomery.
Plus they had the
Right.
number one receiver in PFF last year in St.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
They're going to be, I'm telling you, they're going to be fucking tough.
One thing about it, they don't got a deep threat.
So,
Until
but, no,
once
hey, look,
he
we
ain't
all
much of a deep threat because he can't.
we don't even
touch
see
the
the
ball.
lines till like.
Well,
way
I
late
can say the
this
same
season.
thing about Watson, too. He goes deep only.
He catches most of his balls though. He doesn't go deep only. He goes fucking through the center. He fucking
He catches
does-
so many balls, Woody. Then after week one, Rodgers wouldn't throw to him for like 3 weeks.
He got 7 touchdowns for being a rookie. That ain't bad.
Nope.
700 some yards being hurt for half the season.
All right, so let's bring this back around. We're coming into this week, so obviously the Packer fans don't think this will be a close game. So let me ask you this, Packer fans: is Jordan Love a offensive player of the year MVP type of candidate this year?
No.
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 Is he the best quarterback in the division?
No, I can't.
No.
I can't say
You can't even say that.
no right now.
I'm gonna say no.
Year for you
For
guys.
now, yeah. For now.
I'm
yeah.
gonna say no because this is basically his first year starter. Basically,
Yeah.
he's a rookie right now, so I can never
No.
predict him to this. So I'm gonna tell you no every single.
Yeah,
question.
but a
All right, so
first year
Junior-
rookie to win 11 games, that's impressive.
I
So-
say 9. I said we win like 9, man, and that's on the back of my boy
Okay.
Aaron Jones.
Next
And
year-
then
Hey,
won eight.
I know you don't want to hear
Won
this, but
8.
the last 8 seasons, Kirk Cousins had 25 plus touchdown passes. That's the only quarterback that ever did that.
I know. That's why I told him no. I know
Kirk
that.
Cousins is the best quarterback in his
First,
division.
Yeah.
let me go to you first, Junior. Rank the NFC. Rank the North quarterbacks. First
Oh,
to fourth.
Shit, it's gonna be Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins number 1. Then you're gonna have Jared Goff.
Here comes Fields. Woo! Yeah.
No,
Hey,
I'm putting Jordan Love above Fields. And Fields
Yeah. You have to.
All right.
I ain't never
Okay.
putting Fields over Jordan Love. That's for sure.
John Dorn, rank the quarterbacks in the division.
I can't
Easily
rate
Kirk
Fields.
Cousins, Goff, and then Jordan Love, and then Fields. I
Same
don't
as
know,
mine. Yeah.
All right, Bear Fan Dan, rank the quarterbacks in the division.
Kirk Cousins
Um,
one for sure.
yeah. Cousins, Goff, Fields, and I'm sorry, but Love. Haven't seen much out of him, so I'm throwing like an incomplete.
Yep. What about
Understandable.
you? Rank the quarterbacks.
I think Cousins is number 1 because they're going to be playing from behind. He's going to throw a lot more touchdowns, but that between him and Goff is going to be close. And I Jesus Christ, I don't fucking know about it. Because like I said, I have confidence in Field, but I got to. Can you ask me this at the end of the year?
Answer the question.
I mean, I have to put Fields at number 3 because we haven't seen Love yet. So,
Exactly.
and we know what Fields can do if he's not open, he can still rush. He can run. Like I said, he ran for 1,000 yards last year. So
Understandable.
until I see what Love can do, ask me again at midseason.
Well, Jordan Love did almost beat Patrick Mahomes. Just
I
FYI.
agree,
Holy
I
Jesus
agree
Christ.
100% finally with Woody, but I'm going to extend it because that list is going to change at the end of the year. Fields is going to move up. Love, he's
What
just
the-
going to stay at the bottom.
Mike, what are you smoking over there?
Nothing.
All right,
Love's going to be in the basement for the worst
I'm
quarterback.
gonna close this out.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna actually put Goff in front of Cousins this year because he's gonna have I just think Goff. If the
You
Lions
can't
are gonna do
carry
well,
a team.
Goff has to this year if the Lions are going to do what we think they're going to do, and that's win the division. It's close between Goff and Cousins. I think Cousins, what's going to hurt him is losing Dalvin Cook. What's going to hurt him is a defense that can't stop anything. What's going to hurt him is they've lost Adam Thielen, which was a safety net.
Wow.
That's why I think that's only. But I mean, look it, and I've said this time and time again that he's been worth every penny Minnesota's paying him. And then I'm going to go Fields, and then I'm going to go Love. That's my before week 1 prediction. Now, if Fields takes that next step, there's MVP talk about him, so that list can change. I could very well. Now here's something. Now Packer fans, I'm gonna make you happy too, though.
Oh
Because
my
look at,
God.
I think Goff can also step back this year, and I think Cousins could step back this year too because of what I already said. I could see at the end of the year where you could have something where you could have Love and Fields up at that 1-2 at the top. If Fields is what Packer fans think he is, and if Fields can grow on the hype that a lot of people have given, because you guys have seen the articles on ESPN, Fox, and CBS. Could Fields be an MVP candidate? If he lives that hype, and if Fields lives to the, and if Love lives to the hype that Packer fans have bestowed upon him, right? I could see something like that. In fact, I could see something where you can look at this division even and go, shit, all 4 quarterbacks here are stellar.
Hey,
I think
Ken,
it's smoking crack or something.
hey, Ken, can you put A-Dub's comment back up there? That was interesting from a Packer fan. That's what I said. I haven't seen much of Jordan Love. I don't know what the fuck he could do. That's why I'm putting Fields in front of him.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, he won't be there after week 1 though. So
Oh,
you can do whatever you want.
Okay, so here's the thing, John. I want to play you in fantasy football, dude, because you're one of these guys. Well, week 1's going to prove the season, dude. We don't know what these teams are going to be till like week 3 or 4. Let's be honest and let's be real here. I mean, on your fantasy football team, you're one of these guys who probably, week 1, yeah, he sucked, drop him. And I'm the guy who sits there like, what a dumbass. You just dropped Dalvin Cook. Thank you very much. And then Dalvin Cook kicks ass for the rest of the season. Week 1 to me, honestly, it's going to be a good game.
Oh, just like last year, you won, and then tanked.
That's the season? No.
Can I ask? I want to ask the Packers fans something quick, and then that'll be good. How do you think Aaron Rodgers will do this year in New York?
He's going to do
65%. 65%.
He's going to do good.
What was that?
I said he's going to do good.
65% to get that first rounder. I know where John.
65%.
That's all we need him for to do. 65. I don't wish bad things on Rodgers. He's going to do great in New York.
He don't have a really good tackle, so he might get hurt by week 4. And
I don't see them doing.
Don't you say that, Mike? Don't you fucking say that. Don't you fucking say that.
Man, I'll tell you what. That Jets team and that division. First off, that's got to be probably the toughest division in football now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All 4 teams, playoff teams.
That's all the Jets was missing. The Jets was just missing a quarterback, and they got the bad man on their team.
And like I said before, Jets have another top 5 offensive line, and their defense is top 10. Their defensive line.
Yeah, and they faced the Bills the first game.
Look at that division. Is there a bad team in that division?
I think I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Miami yet. The way Tua played, I know it's preseason. If he could stay healthy, I still think Buffalo's going to win that division, and New England's going to finish last.
Yeah, it seems like Chargers are going downhill too.
And look at New England just signed Zeke, which they've never had a big runner, so to speak. They've always had decent running. Okay, if Zeke is Zeke, that's big for Belichick up there.
You know what, Stevenson is not a bad running back. He's good.
No, yeah.
And I think the way Zeke looks, he looks like a fucking fullback.
But to say that New England's probably the worst team in that division, and they're probably still a 9-win team easy, I mean, that's a tough-ass division right there. I would not want to play in that division. All right, so I'm going to throw this
hoping they go 0-3 or like 3 wins only. That's it.
This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah. DJ
Moore and Zaire Alexander.
Yeah.
This is going to be a phenomenal matchup to watch. I'm going to enjoy watching this.
I think it'll be like 75% he'll be on him. He ain't going to go follow him around.
So how many?
Oh, no, he's going to be following him around.
Yeah, he will. That man got pissed off last year,
around.
man. He got pissed off. He's going to follow him.
Yeah.
He's going to be on him like white on rice because
he's going to be on him like a blanket, bro. He's going to be all over him, man.
Yeah, he's going to be all over him because look at what happened last year with Justin Jefferson.
He shut him down.
That repeat.
He shut him down.
And then did the gritty on him.
And then did the gritty on him. Now look at here's how DJ Moore is successful against Alexander. And that's going to be a test on Luke Getsy to see how well he can scheme to get more open off of picks, off of some small screens, stuff like that. This is going to be a good test on Getsy to see if he can scheme out Alexander to get DJ Moore the ball. If DJ Moore catches the ball 10, 15 times in this game, dude, that means this game was probably a blowout.
Did he just say 10, 15 catches?
Something like that.
If he does that. Because that means they've taken Xavier Alexander completely out of this game, and they're just passing all
Good
over
luck
the pass.
trying that, though. Sounds all good, but good luck
That
trying
sounds like a Madden game, but that would
that.
for sure. But
that's what I'm saying.
that would be nice. 15's a little over pushing it, especially.
little-
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
if you
saying.
have-
I
Like,
mean, I'm not saying he might get
okay,
burned
let
one
me
or two
change it
times,
this
but
way. If
They all
DJ
do.
Moore is over the century mark in receiving, that means this game is well out of hand for the Packers.
y'all realize what time it is, right? It's called Strap City for a reason, bro. Y'all gonna get
So
strapped
you guys
down.
got the over or
Huh?
under on DJ Moore for
JR, did you say strap on? We can't say that on this
Strap
podcast,
City,
please.
bro.
I heard him say it. I was trying to overtalk him.
Yeah, I don't think Moore is going to get. Look, if you guys have Alexander on him all day,
Yeah.
I don't think the only reason Moore gets over 100 yards is his yak, right? Unlike what we saw in the preseason. But like in true receiving yards, I don't think he's going to have 100. Now his yak yards could be that, but if Moore has over 100 yards receiving, whew,
But that's what I said. With
That's
Alexander's a shutdown corner. That's why, like I said, what Eric Thomas just put down too is that Kmet has to get open, or Mooney or Claypool.
I mean,
Y'all gonna have a lot of Mercedes Lewis out there because your boy is gonna be running. For his
I don't
life.
want him. He's going to be sitting the bench.
No,
'cause
I'm
he's-
serious, man. Y'all think I'm playing? Rashawn Gary plays. Your boy's gonna be running.
He's gonna be living.
He's gonna be running, man. He's gonna be running for his life.
Hey, he did.
you got
well.
Wyatt, TJ Slayton right there, man.
Yeah.
With Kenny Clark. Oh my God.
Well, like I said,
You got rotational Hercules and then Barber.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
We all can say that Green Bay and Chicago's defensive backfield is solid. Can we agree on that? Just
I
say
agree.
fucking yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes, whatever.
it's going to be, we got Brisker, we got Gordon, we got the rookie Tyreek Stevenson. So when you're saying about Alexander and stuff is going to shut down more, you got to look at our defensive backfield as well. We're solid as well too.
Johnson's he's all right.
Jalen Johnson, that's why I said this is his another breakout year player.
So who's gonna hold Dobbs and who's gonna hold Watson, and then who's gonna hold them two?
We're not gonna have to hold
It
them.
sounds like Love's gonna put 2 interceptions on our DBs.
Yeah, right. He ain't gonna throw no interceptions.
Oh, that's so Love's
None.
not gonna throw any interceptions.
Not
he's-
this game. No.
He hasn't thrown out. Yeah, he
No,
hasn't thrown
hold
one for a while.
on. Hold on, Junior. One more time. Let me blow on. How many interceptions will Jordan
He
Love
ain't
have?
throwing none this game.
No.
How many turnovers will Green Bay have?
How many turnovers? None.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many turnovers are you gonna have though?
Oh,
Three.
this
Three
is
easy.
our show. We're asking you the questions.
Well, I already answered. I already told you none. Who's gonna turn the ball over on our side of the field? Don't look at that number
Hey,
10.
how the hell do you know that?
That's a
How the hell do
guarantee.
you know that? Did Green Bay turn the ball over at all last year?
Oh,
I
we
think
turned the
he
ball
won.
over.
Yeah.
So how do you know it might not be a little bit this year?
Well, I ain't gonna be this game. Now, I ain't say this year, but I'm saying this game they won't turn it over.
Okay.
I won't say during the whole year. I can't say that. But this game, no, we ain't turning it over.
Okay. Write that down, Ken.
Johnson and Gordon, that's who.
Because
Names. That's
we're
nothing
gonna-
to brag about there, buddy.
We're gonna open up that run game. We're gonna expose through your freaking defense, and that's gonna leave the middle of the field wide open.
I
Because
think he's going to pick apart. Yeah,
Oh, this is like talking to Rick Mott. Jesus Christ.
we got a lot of speed on our offense. Just a FYI,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of speed.
Well, you guys, according to
Well,
you guys,
wait.
you must be the
Hey,
fastest.
isn't Brisker coming up with
best
injury
team in
too?
the NFL
Musgrave
because
is like a fast ass tight end. If you didn't know that, he's a fast ass tight end.
So is
And
Kraft.
he's a big boy too.
So you're saying he's better than Mercedes Lewis?
Yeah,
At blocking?
That's why on your
not in
team.
blocking, but I don't know about blocking. But He gonna get more receiving yards than Mercedes Lewis, that's for sure.
Oh, I guarantee that.
I
I'm gonna
don't
say
think
blocking
Mercedes is
though.
going to be catching the ball a lot. He's maybe doing a lot of blocking this year.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna have no turnovers. Answer your question, no turnovers.
We will have
I
two.
think,
We will
I
have
think he's going
two.
to probably get two.
And,
Yeah.
and you know what? The two will be on special teams with Velus Jones.
See, if we do a turnover, I think I can do it. I can see it in an exchange or something.
Every Packer game, right, John?
Yeah, it's like I can see that.
Eric, John only watches Packers games, and that's it. He doesn't watch anything else.
No, I did your PFFs, man. I know what fucking Johnson and they're nothing to talk about. I check all that stats
Good
out.
job, A-Dub. That's right. That's a fact.
Hey,
That's just like that new pass rusher you got. He's a good pass rusher. He'll get to the quarterback, but he's horrible against the run.
And
Right?
look, you know what? I don't care. I can see this happening too with both these quarterbacks. As Love is trying to prove himself, as Fields is trying to prove himself more of his throw this year, I don't mind seeing some back and forth turnovers happening. I mean, because look at that. I mean, these guys are throwing the ball. They're trying to do some things. For both the teams, look, both these teams have question marks in one way or another. For you guys can Field be our Fields, or for you guys, can Love be our
I've
Fields?
seen actually a full game.
For us, it's the same question for Fields. We know he can run the ball. We know the guy's got talent. Our big question is he, can he throw the ball? So I don't mind seeing either of these guys getting aggressive this Sunday. Honestly,
They
and
both
I
got
think
something
both
to
are going to
prove,
have turnovers.
They got something to prove. Everybody's like talking mad crap on Jordan Love. Oh, he ain't ready. He's got a lot of fire underneath his fucking play right now.
You don't get mad at either.
Mad. Yeah,
I see both games start out slow until they get in their rhythms, and then
Mike, I hope you hit the record button tonight because I can't wait to replay some of this stuff on week 17. And before we close out tonight, let me do some housekeeping here, guys. Hey, look, like Mike the Bear fan on Facebook and qualify for the free merch we give away every month. Last month we gave away a Walter Payton graded card and a signed 8x10. Mike's got something working up for this month. All you got to do is go to Mike the Bear fan, like it, become a top fan, and you're entered. Go ahead, Mike. You had something to add to that? Okay, no, he's like, nope. I actually did it right this time. Woohoo!
Are you giving away toilet paper and tissue? You're gonna need that Sunday night,
Don't forget also Monday nights, NFC North main event. 11 a.m. He does the morning show. In the evening, 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern is the evening show. A half hour prior to that, they do the Lions show. The Frozen Tundra Network, for if you want to hear more of John, which, hey, I love him. Not everyone wants to hear him as much as I do, but I do. And you're on what time every Friday, John?
I do.
What's that?
What time you guys on Friday night?
7.
7.
7
Eastern
Central
time,
over
right?
there in the Frozen
Eastern.
Tundra. The Vikings have finally gotten their act together. The Valhalla report is, what day is the Valhalla report?
Tuesdays, I believe.
Tuesday now.
Wow.
I believe they're at 7 or 7:30, all part of the 360 family here. I appreciate you guys coming on for War Week from Frozen Tundra. Always fun to have the Packer fans on here. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a great season for both teams, as we're probably both going to have to answer some questions. And just in the North in general, I honestly can't wait to see some reality hit Minnesota this year, because you can't win 11 one-score games back-to-back years. And that's not something you manufacture. It's going to be interesting to see if the Lions can take the next step. But for both of us, it starts Monday, 3:30 Central on Fox Sports. We'll also be streaming here at Halas Hall. I don't know if the Tundra guys are going to be doing anything, but we look to see you guys then. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Enjoy the NFL season, and we'll see you Sunday. Bear down.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go.
he was able to read the defense. He was able to call like little small audibles.
His throwing is much improved over the season.
I'm over here in the south side of Chicago, 35th and Damon, doing my veterans tailgate today, baby. This is all about the veterans.
Defensive line's got to get better.
We got a good tight end. That's all you got to do is play to the kid's strength.
Bears 24-21.
Offense looked good.
Glad for everybody to make it. Bear down, and hopefully I'll see every